It's 97 on the box, 8 channels of a one hip hop and R&B station. Que pasa, gente? It's your homegirl, Jessica Jeanz. This is the late night hustle supporting independent, underground, local, and Latino hip hop. And we've been getting weekly artists to come in here. And it's Hispanic Heritage Month. And we are still here saluting all of the Hispanos that have been doing stuff here in the music business in hip hop. Because hip hop has influenced Latinos in so many ways. And we want to pay homage to hip hop. And today on the show, we've got DRODI in the building.
Yo, what's going on? It's DRODI, man.
Thank you for being here. So I'm going to tell everybody real quick. DRODI, you are also on the Johnny Dang record with that Mexican OT and with Paul Wall.
Yep.
Now you are a new name.
Yep.
And most people have never heard of DRODI before this. Tell us the story and how you got onto this great hit. This is a huge hit. It's being played everywhere. How did you get involved and be on this record like that?
Man, so the original song was just me and that Mexican OT, and at that time we would just be in this house on this porch just chilling, smoking, making music. So it was just another song, you know. We had already shot a video and everything. It was just another song, and then after a while, I guess the label heard it and they were like, "Nah, don't drop it yet. We want to do something with it." So it was like, "All right, you just never dropped it." And then like over a year later, they was talking about putting a key glock on it. And he was like, he asked me, I'm saying, what I thought. I was like, hey, yeah, that's live. He was like, they're trying to take you off though. I was like, shit, I'm not tripping. Like, do whatever. And he was
wait, they were trying to take you off the record?
Yeah, they were trying to take me off the Johnny Dang song and put Key Glock on it. And I told him it was a good idea. You know, I'm like, hey, yeah, that was gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, hell no. I told him they could put OT said I told him that he told the record label that they could put Key Glock, but they got to keep me on there. And I was like, damn, you sure? Like, I'm not tripping. He was like, yeah. So I was like, bet.
Whoa.
And that's all I heard. And then like a few months passed again, and then they were like, hey, we're gonna put Johnny Dang on the song. I mean, not Johnny Dang, Paul Wall.
Yes.
And I was like, damn, for real, that's crazy. Like it just fit, you know what I'm saying? Because for the first video, we're gonna try to get Johnny Dang's brother in it, because OT knew somebody that worked at the other Johnny Dang store, the one with the brother. And I was like, nah, we gotta have Johnny Dang, like not the brother, fuck that. So we just ended up not having nobody. And then when they told us Paul Wall was gonna be on it, was like, oh, we gonna have Johnny Dang in it for sure.
Yeah.
But we still didn't think it was gonna be like that big. It was just still, you know, just another song.
Yeah, I mean, it has blown up tremendously, and you're here now along for the ride. I mean, it really is. I mean, you contributed to the song, did a great job on it, and like you said, this was something that you and OT have already been sitting on for a year.
Yeah,
man, salute to that Mexican OT for keeping you on there, man.
Yeah,
Salute to that, because
yeah, for real. A lot of people just do whatever the label says, you know, especially being the new artists. They was whatever the label said, they gonna bend backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
OT was like, fuck that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I even told him, I didn't want to hold it back. I'm like, shit, I'm not tripping. Like, I fuck with Key Glock too. Like, I already was like, man, that was gonna be crazy. But
because you hear stories like that all the time, where maybe there's a group and they're like, hey, well, we'll take you, but not the homies.
Yeah.
And most people would just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go leave the homies behind, but I got y'all later. And then they bring them on maybe later after the fact. But that was real tight, because he could have maybe just lost the entire deal. Sticking with what he did, but he stuck his ground.
And he just believes in himself so much. You know what I'm saying? That he knows like the record label just gonna do what he says instead of him doing what they say. And you know, he told him like, nah, fuck that shit. They ain't had no choice but to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, obviously he believes in you too.
Yeah.
You know, he's been rocking with you for a minute. Y'all have plenty of more songs besides just this one. Y'all been working together for a while. So you're from Angleton.
No, I'm from Freeport.
Okay, all right, from Freeport.
Yeah, Freeport, Texas. It's like 288 south all the way until it ends.
Okay, Freeport. And so is that near Baytown?
Bay City, nah, it's like an hour away. That's a whole different county.
Nah,
Baytown, Bay City. I used to get them confused too.
Right. Okay, so Bay
City is where, that's where OT's from. It's a different county, but nah, it's like an hour away. It's not close.
Okay, so I guess I'm trying to get to where'd you guys meet?
We met in Lake Jackson. It's like right by Freeport.
Okay.
That's just where he was at the time.
And it was on the music tip that y'all met?
Nah, not really. It was like on some smoking shit.
Okay.
And then, you know what I'm saying? He started showing me his music. I started showing him my music because I was already doing music.
Right, that was my next question. So how long have you been doing music, and what really got you into taking it seriously?
Taking it serious, I really didn't start taking it serious, you know what I'm saying, until recently. But like doing music, I've always wanted to do it. Like I got songs from like 2000, the oldest one I could probably find, probably from like 2009. It was just a verse. I did those. Like I would always jump on my cousin's songs because I had older cousins that used to rap, And then my other cousin was rapping like in 2017, 18, so I would just jump on verses for him, just do verses for his songs. But doing my own songs probably like 2020-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I met OT in 2021.
All right.
Yeah, so when I met OT, I had a few songs. I just hadn't dropped anything. Like, cause I had some cases I was fighting down on my side, and so it's like small town type thing. Like I had a song with Slim Thug and DJ Chose. I had a song with Peso and Lil Jeremy, and then I had a song with D Baby. So I didn't want to like cause too much attention while I was still going to court.
Right, man. So from the jump, you've been working with some real serious artists out here. Why was that important to you?
Man, so the music, like, I never really thought of it, like, as a career type thing. Like, I just like music, and, like, Slim Thug, one of my favorite artists, and then DJ Chose, the way he got on the song is because I bought the song from him, like, he was on the hook. Like, instead of just buying the beat, I bought the beat with the hook already on it. Yeah,
gotcha.
so it was already he was already on the hook. I just threw Slim Thug on there, because Slim Thug, you know, that's my boy. He's, like, one of the first rappers I was fucking with out here. The first, actually.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Is music business something that you already know, or
Nah, I didn't actually. Like my boy, I don't know if you know OT's manager, Beat On.
Mm-hmm.
I've been locked in with him since like 2016, and I would always just come to him with questions. You know, when I was making music, and even like when I wanted to get ready to drop stuff, and then even now, you know, now that like it's become like a real, you know what I'm saying, a real career, I still, you know, go to him for advice.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been watching your Instagram, and you guys just came back from like a national tour. How many cities did you guys hit?
I think it was like 20.
20 cities,
Yeah,
and most of them
like
were
that.
sold out shows.
Yeah, I think only like 1 or 2 weren't sold out.
So were you already initially ready to be on this Lone Star Luchador tour? How did that happen? Is it because of the hit single? You're like, you know what? OT is like, hey, come on, or how did that work out?
Nah, I don't even really know how it happened. It just like happened. Like I knew there was, you know, talking about going on a tour, but like his last tours he did, I just went, like I just did the Texas shows because I didn't have to fly or nothing. I would just drive my own car to all the Texas shows. So this tour, you know, I was kind of, I guess, assuming the same thing. Like I'm gonna just hit the Texas shows, but then like a week or 2 before the tour, someone from the label was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be on it too." I was like, sure,
wow,
like,
what did you think, man? Like, wow.
Man, I was like, you know, that's what's up, and at the same time, I was like, damn, that's gonna suck, because like being gone for that long, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been gone that long.
Yeah, so you have a family at home and stuff.
I got a fucking family, so I'm like, shit, it's a long ass time, and if school was finna start too and shit, so
yeah.
it was just like, you know, it was like good and bad. It was my youngest son, it was his first ever day of school. He started pre-K, so I had to miss that. Yeah, so it was like, damn, you know, but at the same time, like, it's a blessing. It's like, gotta get it right now, you know. We ain't always gonna, people ain't always gonna want to be watching us at shows, so gotta do it while it's hot. So just had to go ahead, you know, sacrifice some things and do it. So I'm glad I did, though.
Yeah, for sure, because it really worked out for you. Like I said, you know, I've been watching your Instagram. A lot of things are popping. You know, you're able to get on this tour with that Mexican OT. You know, the song's on heavy rotation here on 97.9 The Box. Even back home where I'm from in San Antonio, I was out there visiting and I heard the song
they
in
love
the clubs,
San Antonio,
on
man.
radio.
They love
like,
us out there.
Man, you guys are all over the place. But there is another song that you do have with OT that I'm feeling. And this is your song.
Yeah.
And it's called Superstitious.
Damn, you like that one?
I love that one. So, like, for me, it's the production, right? Because I'm a person that likes to listen to a lot of the beats and you know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy right now, which kind of has that trend of right now where some beats are, like, switching up styles. And it gives you the opportunity to also switch, like, cadence and switch your flow up a little bit with the beat, and that's why I'm feeling this one. Who did the production on that one?
That was DJ Scales. I don't know if you know DJ Scales. He's our DJ, that Mexican OT's official DJ. He's actually from Bay City, where OT's from.
Man,
yeah,
so this is a whole team
DJ.
effort
yeah,
now. I
he
mean,
was
we
on
got
tour
DJs,
with us, DJing all the shows. So yeah, he's part of the team for sure.
Yeah,
and he makes beats, and he shot some of OT's videos too.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, y'all working. So
he's actually made a lot of beats for OT too. Like in the beginning, a lot of that was I think DJ Skills beats.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow this team because they are working out here. Is this a part of a big album that you're dropping, or?
Nah, I really just been doing singles. Like now, especially like doing this tour, seeing how many people actually fuck with me. Like now, you know, I need to start thinking about doing an album. But like at first, you know, I was just doing singles because, you know, I'm barely getting out there. Like, I didn't want to drop an album, you know, nobody's waiting on it. Like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
what? You know what
I
I'm
mean, but
saying?
that's amazing to me, you know,
Yeah,
because of how sometimes things happen so quickly, right? Because here you are, you know, dropping singles. You know, you're doing some great features. You already know kind of like where to tap in. You're fans of some of these guys that you're working with
yeah,
already, so you're doing something that you already love, and then it's like boom, something hits, and then it's like, hey man, you know what? Let's take this seriously.
yeah,
Let's start working. Let's start dropping albums. Let's take advantage, like you said, of the momentum,
yeah,
and you know, just while you're hot, make it happen.
yeah.
But I want everybody to hear this song. So I want you to introduce it right now so we can spin this.
All right, I got you. This song right here, man, is called Superstitious by your boy DRODI, featuring that Mexican OT, produced by DJ Skills.
Man, I'm telling you right there, that is a banger. Like,
Like
I
that.
love that production right there, man. We are listening. We are talking to DRODI right now. We just heard Superstitious, DRODI featuring that Mexican OT. Hot new single right now. Again, it was produced by
DJ Skills, shout out
DJ.
DJ Skills, man. That Mexican OT's official DJ, straight out of Bay City.
Man, he got skills.
Yeah,
like
for
for real,
sure.
for real. You know, I love your music a lot, but I also heard that you're like not just an artist, but also a different type of hustler. What else are you got going on?
Man, I try to be, I try to do whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, clothes, merch, rent houses, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever I can, you know, make some money with.
And let's talk about like you're talking about the merch, right? Because one of the things that I always try to push with artists is branding and merch, you know, because a lot of times, you know, that's usually how sometimes artists do get paid when they're not getting paid for their performances in the beginning of their careers. They're not getting paid for certain shows and things like that. Like, you have to have the merch and the branding. What is your
That's how I
advice?
got paid this whole tour. That's the only way I made money.
Really?
Selling my own merch, yeah.
All right, so like, what's your advice for that? Like, you know, is it shirts that is doing it? Like, what would you give advice
For me,
to artists?
it was just, at first it was shirts, but I sold out like halfway through the tour. Really, after the Texas shows, they bought me out. I ran out of shirts. I couldn't get any more made fast enough for the next shows. So I took some grinders and different stuff like that to sell too for the next shows. But then I ran out of those too.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of think about the audience, right? What is your audience? If they're smokers, you want to have the grinders.
Yeah.
If they're maybe lighters.
So
you
I
know,
got lucky with the grinders because DRODI originally started like 2015, 16. I was it was me and my cousin. We're doing just smoke products. Like, we had grinders, ashtrays, lighters, cones, and other things. So we used to sell a lot to shops out here in Houston. Yeah, so that was what DRODI was. We had like just smoking stuff. And then when I was doing the music, you know, my name is Richard, so I would say, you know, call me Rich, but everybody just kept calling me DRODI because that's just what
That was the brand.
Yeah, they just knew me as DRODI, so the DRODI really just stuck. So I just changed my name to DRODI.
Man.
So it was like I was really doing clothes and grinders and stuff before the music.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So, and what about houses? I mean, are you flipping houses? What are you doing? Like,
Nah, I haven't gotten to flipping houses yet. I want to eventually, but
were you renting out properties?
yeah, I had 2 rent houses. It was actually a duplex. So it was one house, but with 2 houses in it. It was the house I grew up in. So I bought it from my mom, fixed it up, and, you know, we rented them out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about right there. Because when you're an artist, there's just so many things that go besides just the music, right? Because when you're a hustler, you're gonna be a hustler all the way around.
Yeah, for sure.
But I always push that, so it's
Yeah.
good to see that you're someone who's living it, you've experienced it, and was able to eat and benefit off of this tour that you just got thrown on. You didn't even know you were gonna be
for
on,
sure.
and you were ready.
Yeah.
So if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Yeah, just ready for whatever.
Yeah. So tell us, you know, I just kind of want to know like what you're feeling about like this whole thing. Like, I would just want to know, like, DRODI as the artist, like, how do you feel that this year has impacted and changed your life?
Man, it's been a blessing for sure. I just want to start with that, you know, thank God for everything every day. But for me, mostly like this tour has been like just made me feel more, you know what I'm saying, confident in my, you know, in what I'm doing. Because at first it was kind of like I said, like I wasn't really looking at it as a job. I was just doing it because I liked it. But like now, like people really look at me as a rapper. So I feel like I got, you know what I mean, like take it serious and give them some more music now. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta, you know, I gotta be a rapper. So give them more music, give them more merch. Just whatever, you know, whatever they want.
Yeah. All right. Well, where can they find you? Where's your music right now? Well, they gotta do some catching up on some DRODI. Like,
yeah, for sure.
where they go find
if you
you?
ain't heard none of my own music I got by myself, go check it out. I got a few different, you know, different sounds, different flows on different beats. So just, you know, check it out. Let me know what you like. And you can find me on Instagram at _DRODI_ which is DRODI, like Dro
Mm-hmm.
D. Yeah. And just type that in, it should
Yeah.
pop up. You could look me up on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to music on, it should be on it.
All right,
So-
man. Congratulations just on everything that you've
Yeah,
done, all the
thank you.
work. You know, you definitely stepped up to the plate when it needed to happen. Like I
Sure.
said, you was already ready to make this happen and putting on for, you know, Latinos and, you know, putting on. And speaking of, last night, we got to see that Mexican OT on BET doing the cypher.
Yeah, man, that's
So
crazy. You know, growing up
crazy.
watching BET, you know, I don't really remember seeing any Mexicans on there, so it's
Yeah,
crazy.
let alone from like Texas, right?
From a small town too.
We
like,
got
not
one
even
in
from
there.
Houston, yeah, not from Houston, Dallas, nowhere. From a little small country town, man.
Man.
And that's what, you know, most of Texas is. So
Yeah,
like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And you as well. I mean, you know, you're from a small town too.
Yeah.
And here you are, 97.9 The Box. You know,
Yeah,
doing a lot, and I expect more. You know, coming, you know, your way as well, just because I see the potential as much as that Mexican OT seen the potential with you.
for sure.
And so, man, I just wish you all the best. And man, salute, man. It's a happy Hispanic Heritage Month, y'all. We putting
Yeah.
on.
Hell
And
yeah,
thanks to
appreciate
hip hop.
that.
97.9 The Box. Thank you for
Yeah,
being here.
nah, thank you, man. Shout out to 97 The Box.